But the something Duck, Donald Duck, not Donald Duck, it's Donald. Yeah. What's this dude?
Not only considered one of the worst films ever made, but also has the honor of being Marvel's first modern feature film. Although,
But I,
to be fair, the film was initially envisioned as a cartoon,
well, first of all, I actually liked that movie. Not gonna lie.
who would then adapt them however they liked into series or feature films. And the results, for the most part, were pretty terrible. You can thank George Lucas and the writers of Temple of
Oh,
Doom for
Howard the
Howard the
Duck. I liked Howard the Duck. It wasn't that bad to me. Okay, that's awesome. You got this. Thank you. For sure. I remember reading somewhere that he revived Marvel. Yes. So before I was like they had the actual timeline, but basically uh, there was only two successful comic book movies that had came out ever, but the two that were successful was Batman and Superman, but those were DC comics, and Marvel wanted to kind of get in on it. And before Blade, the only movies Marvel had put out were comedy flops. And they had made a few other superhero movies that they did not put out. And then Blade was kind of like their last ditch effort. It's like, fuck it, why not? And they even for years before even having the final cast, they were trying to figure out how they can produce or make profit or make a Blade movie, and they even thought about making it into a spoof, a comedy spoof. They thought about changing Blade to a white man to expand the audience. But it took them forever to kind of get the ball rolling because they switched directors like 7 or 8 times. And there are people who came in and dropped out, and came in and dropped out, and for a minute they were like, I don't know if this movie's gonna it's gonna work. And then they met uh, some dude who made a movie like that. Oh, of course. They made a director who made
which is exactly what happened when Fincher opted to direct the game instead, leaving Blade without a director. And with nobody else in Hollywood interested in stepping in, Goyer remembered a low-budget sci-fi horror movie he'd seen called Death Machine that Brit Stephen Norrington had directed. In Goyer's words, Death Machine might have been a little incoherent, but it was just non-stop balls to the wall. The action was insane, and he made it for nothing too. After Goyer reached out to him, he learned Norrington loved comic books as well, and after he met with Snipes, the two had instant chemistry. And besides Goyer's solid script, Norrington's gritty direction also deserves heaps of credit. The film has a kinetic, visceral energy, which at times mirrors the euphoria vampires experience.
Sir, then stop getting and climbing over. This seems pretty simple. Don't climb over the stuff. You over here getting upset because you keep tripping over stuff that you're climbing over. Don't climb over it. Go back the way you came. Come on now, y'all. Y'all got this. Get it together. This is the playoffs, right? No, final. Okay. It's the playoffs. Y'all need to get it together. Basically, just taught me about it. I know the paper is going to be good. You smart. Really, I just been watching these videos all morning, all day. And it's not even. I'm kind of. It's not even like a paper, because I just have to answer a few questions, and I need to copy the pop culture moment category. Okay. So I need to copy these, embed an image. Okay. Oh, I like need to utilize one source. I'm not that kind of person. I don't just do one source, one and done. Because I don't like one and done sources. If you're going to do research, you might as well do it correctly. New notes. You think we can let him run around? You think we can let him run around the house now? But he's been chill for like the past hour or so. Okay, pick a major culture, pop culture moment. Tell us about it. So, what is my pop culture moment? Easy. Blade. Um, quotation marks. 1998 film. How does this moment fit the definition of pop culture? We should reference at least one of the definitions of pop culture covered in this week's lessons. Well, let's go back, shall we? Yeah, are they going to make you do work cited? Yeah, of course. They always make us do like cited works. And that's why they said, "Oh, you don't have to do, you don't have to be extra with it." Mm, okay. Mm. Oh yeah, I was. How does it fit the definition of pop culture? Looking at the what is pop culture definitions. Here are the definitions of pop culture given by the video. So culture that is well known or liked by many people. Everything that isn't elite or high culture. I mean, the first one is yay but nay because even Blade. I'll come back in like 30 minutes. Oh yeah, no problem. Everything that isn't elite or high culture, commercial mass culture, culture produced by entertainment industry, the culture industry. I mean, technically free. Folk culture produced by common people. 3, 4, hegemonic power struggle between entertainment industry and consumers. Yes, that one. And postmodern culture blurs the lines between high low culture and mass folk culture. Mm, Well, those lines between high low culture and mass folk culture. Maybe, maybe not. Everything that isn't elite or high culture. Okay, so yeah, from 2 to 5. Let's go. Copy, paste. Ah, shit. That's probably like my child says, oh shit. Paste. But can't I? Alright. Tab. Paste. Whatever. Okay. Tab. Okay, everything that isn't elite or high culture, consumer, mass culture, folk culture, hegemonic culture. Okay. There's one. Okay. Two. What? So, according to culture produced by entertainment industry, Marvel Films was new. Okay, so the film was curated from a mix of the Blade comics. I was like modern. Wait, I can't remember if Wesley Snipes. You can go all the way, almost. You got it. Come on, y'all need to play like y'all need this. Modern film making. Yeah. It would have been cool if he like made a beeline. Okay. Folk culture, culture produced by common people. The film was created from a mix of Blade comics. That's filmmaking. Is it dark humor? Mm. Um, um, sci-fi. I mean, Blade, the comics itself is science fiction, so and yeah, modern filmmaking, dark horror, and desire. Manga. Mm, Um, pop culture. The desire to make comic books mainstream. Desire to bring comic worlds to the film worlds. Name. In layman's terms, yes. Folk culture. Culture produced by the common people. More or less. Because I think the uh, uh folk culture. Alright, so with the folk culture, how Blade interacts, or how does Blade fit in folk culture? Because folk culture is culture um created by common people. The writer and director of, I was gonna say the final. I should say the final. The final writer and director of Blade were new and upcoming in the film industry. Amateur rookie movie. So newbies. I don't like how this is, so I'm going to embolden it. Our own personal flower. Um, I'm everyone. It's all in me. Oh, baby. Do it naturally. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Care what you do. Oh, baby. Do it naturally. Okay, okay. Oi. Okay, okay. Let's go, Carolinas. His name is Chuba, like Chewbacca. Those are some really nice outfits that both teams got on.